Food is one of the biggest cultural elements that creates bonds between people. Here on Culture Nepal, we would like to share Nepali food with our friends and learn about their cuisine. Today we have Dr. Irina Koles from the Taste of Change, who was born and raised in Siberia and is currently living in the USA. She is a dietitian who has published books on the subject of healthy eating. Let us welcome Irina. So there are so many wisdom in every culture around the world that we don't have time to pay attention every day. But coming in America from different culture, we bring in that wisdom with us that passed by our parents, right?
Oh, yeah.
The generations to generation, and how small change in our eating habits can make us healthy. And you are all about losing weight, and I know that you're also a medical doctor, so you probably have a very specific knowledge and wisdom about that, which is really a blessing for us. So I have Irina with me today, and we have a special show. Irina, do you want to introduce yourself?
Thank you so much for inviting me. I'm Irina, Dr. Irina Koles. You maybe watch my shows Taste of Change, A Taste of Change for Kids, and ActonTV. And that's why we decided to talk about cultural cooking today and how to make it healthy. The very international food is pancakes.
Yes.
Like pancakes are everywhere, in every culture. Traditional pancakes usually made with white flour and sugar and maybe with syrup or something like this. It's been a while, but then I use oatmeal flour to substitute white flour.
Okay.
Because all I base on glycemic index, which the measure which reflects how our blood sugar raise after the meal. So this oat flour has only 40, one white flour is more than 90.
Oh, wow.
So now I got this special task today because they got to be vegetarian.
I'm sorry.
Usually.
I'm sorry.
It's actually a whole new experience for me, and I'm very excited because I already discovered several new things, and I'm satisfied. So, since I cannot use eggs for our vegetarian friends, I discovered this thing. Thanks God to America, we have such a
what is this?
Choice of everything. So this is a powder, and it is from chickpeas and chia seeds. So they substitute egg. That it is plant existent protein.
Yeah.
And what I discovered actually, and you'll see it now, they are very good for thickening, for thicken things. Okay. It is told that for 1 teaspoon, I add 2 teaspoons of water.
Oh.
1 teaspoon of this magic meat.
Magic. And people come up with all kind of ideas to substitute.
It's incredible. It is very good healthy things that you can add actually everywhere.
I never thought that egg could be so important for pancakes.
So we are getting this
I could see that.
mixture, very thick mixture.
Okay.
Now what we need to do, we'll start add milk. I have 1 cup of milk.
Is that the
here.
whole milk or the
So it's 2%.
Oh, 2%.
Usually like 2%. If you like, you can use almond milk. You can substitute whatever you like or whatever you need or whatever you prefer by your choice.
But in Nepal, in the way I grew up, there's a whole big philosophy based on Vedic. It's like a science, Vedic way of living.
Yeah. I'm adding a little bit, just pinch of salt.
Oh, that's a salt.
And like using pure fructose. It is crystalline, it is organic, no GMO, and it is very good natural sweet. First of all, it looks like sugar, and it is the consistency of sugar, so it is very good to substitute recipes. You don't feel it, and it works perfectly, and it is sweeter than sugar for maybe 1/3. So if you need 1 cup of sugar, let's say, for the recipe, you can use only 2/3 of cup of fructose, which is also good. Popular
it's actually very
source
interesting.
of sweetness. The extracted sweetener it is different story. It is not actually the corn itself. It is just corn is very it is easy to produce in big quantities.
Yeah.
You can produce it from strawberries or whatever, but it will it needs too much.
It's practical.
Yes, like half of teaspoon of baking soda or powder. And I recently discovered that I love this product. It's actually kalium, it's actually potassium. It is
tartar.
It is very good for baking because it helps raising and keeping it.
Oh.
Because sometimes we have problem, like we see the cake is so beautiful in the oven, and we take it, everything is
I see. So it helps it to stay
yes.
Yeah, okay, I see.
So this is also, it goes, if we used half, we use whole. So
that's
like
why your food are always beautiful. You know the tricks how to make it. You can use any flour if you want to, but the oatmeal is more.
I wouldn't say any flour because not every flour good for the pancake.
Okay.
Now I'll start with only half cup. Why? Because this egg substitute is doing a great job, and it is thickening the mass very successfully. This thing I brought from Siberia, where I grew up.
Oh, really?
And I'm not letting it go. Never.
Totally understand it. So you were born and raised in Siberia?
Yes.
My God,
yeah.
wow, that's fascinating.
Climate is a little bit different.
Of course, of course.
But nowadays it's also much warmer, and like everywhere it is warmer. Well, definitely half a cup was not enough, so I'm adding another, so it's about 1 cup. Now we'll let it stand a little bit.
So how did you get this in Siberia? Did you buy it or you make?
No. We could buy it.
You didn't make it?
So I say that we'll let it stand a little bit.
Okay.
After standing, you see?
Oh, look at that.
Just 2-3 minutes let it stand, because this egg substitute, it is very good as thickener, is it all for sauces also. And it just a couple of minutes, and this is what we need for the pancake. So we make it on olive oil.
Olive oil?
Of course, as I make.
Anything, can you make it in butter?
Butter. You can use avocado oil if for some reason you avoid olive oil. But butter is very good, but do not fry on butter. But let's say if they're ready already, you can place butter on top.
Oh, okay.
This
After
yummy.
you cook. Yeah.
Yes, this will
See,
be
in Nepal, we have a clarifying butter. You know that. It's even thicker than the butter. It's all fat. And they use that a lot.
For what? For frying?
For cooking, frying, everything. But they're so expensive that people just don't use it too much. Oh, I like that size.
Yeah, I actually wanted to do it big.
Okay.
The skillet probably not as hot as I wanted, but as we say, the first pancake is always wrong.
No, it looks fine. We just need to be patient.
So what flour you usually use when you cook?
So actually my grandmother used to make this, and it's very simple, just the water. And if you want sugar. Sometimes they use coconut powder.
Oh, yeah.
Or not, it doesn't have to be powder. It could be like a chunk of coconut, you know. And then just basically that's all it is, and close to what we find in nature as much as possible, you know. So basically that's how I grew up. My grandmother would make, so we didn't have any of those fancy stuff like egg substitute, and then no fancy stuff. Oh, look at that. It's good. This is a challenge for you to cook without egg, huh?
Yes, when you told me, I was thinking, oh my goodness, no, this is it. I can do this. How can I cook pancakes without eggs. Like it's just not possible.
No, I
But
know.
you
See,
yeah, we
see,
can.
I grew up without egg stuff or the meat stuff, so it comes very naturally with me. And so somebody's like, "What do you eat when you're a vegetarian?" I'm like, "You don't know. There's so many things you can eat."
Oh yeah,
you know?
yes, I totally agree. Yes, there
Yeah.
are many things if you
Yeah.
take no proper. It's cheese, it's nuts. It's
Yeah,
wonderful.
nuts and beans and
Oh, yeah.
legume. You know,
Yeah.
there's lots of ways to get the protein. Like again, you know, I think it all depends on your lifestyle, what you need. Milk has an animal protein, and the dish that I'm gonna make after you will have a lot of protein.
What I usually do, it's when parents, when the little kid is growing, and I know families where, let's say, mom is vegetarian and
Yeah.
dad is not, and everything is going okay, but kids are forced to be vegetarian. I think that it is not such
Well,
a good
that
thing
was-
because let them choose.
Yeah, in
And
my
also, like,
case-
this 1 year old, come on, give him all nutrition. When he grows up, he'll make his choice, right? Like, this is what my opinion about it.
No, that's what my mom also. My mom went to study food science, like home science. That was her studies, home science, and she actually forced me to eat meat, and I didn't want to eat meat. You know,
You just didn't like?
I just didn't like. I didn't enjoy it. I started eating meat. Like then, what happens?
very-
Listen to this. Then she found that was a fallacy. You don't have to eat meat. It's not really necessary. It's more healthy to be vegetarian. So when she came here, she wanted me to be vegetarian, and I'm like, "You kidding me? You are the one. You are the one who forced me to eat meat." And actually, just to make my point, I would eat meat in front of her, and
my
she would get like,
goodness.
"I made a mistake." But like, what? How do you know you're not making mistake now, right? Like, I think it's in my gene or something.
Maybe.
Yeah,
maybe, why
yeah,
not?
because I grew up in, like, my whole family are vegetarians. So I think it's so hard to say what is good for whom. I think it's very
It's
person to person.
First of all, it is a matter of choice, a preference that you want, without even, because many people chose it without thinking about nutrition or something.
Yeah.
This is just what they like to eat. And
That's, yeah.
this is what the whole point of actually, this is a good example.
Yeah.
You see, you like pancakes,
Yeah.
but you cannot eat them because you don't eat.
You don't want to, yeah.
But you can adjust the
Yes.
recipe. This is what the taste of choice about, because you can adjust
Yeah.
and make it delicious and healthy and follow your lifestyle.
Fit
Like, I
yeah.
appreciate it always, and I think I succeeded in this because you can find lots of recipes
Right.
on my website also for vegetarian people, and mostly they're sugar-free, the majority of them gluten-free.
Food is also about seasonal and where you are, like your location.
When I was at school or medical school later, we woke up at to go to the school. It was let me calculate. It was like minus 35 Fahrenheit. So it was what? Like,
I don't know,
let's calculate.
Anyway, it was cold.
It is so cold. So what? You are having the yogurt?
I know.
No. We got like
Exactly.
meat ravioli
Exactly.
before, or salted. It's actually very popular in Ukraine, and Russia. Pork fat
Yeah.
and salted. So you have a little piece, and you're like okay for half that, and you're not cold. And so oh yes, it's all depends.
All depends upon your situation.
Where you are.
Yeah, where
Yes,
you
of
are.
course, of course.
You being a medical doctor and paying attention to this food is so, I think it's very unique and very special. I think it's very important.
It is important, and unfortunately, in classic medical school, it is under, maybe now it's a little bit different, but still, actually doctors even don't have enough subjects on this and
Oh, wow.
education. So like it is, it was under like look into people didn't pay enough attention to this, and this is to pity because let's say about diabetes, this is what you should start with.
Right.
Education about what to eat and how to eat and when to eat.
Yeah.
And then you can avoid pills. And actually, even if you, like I had clients, they had like 3 pills a day. But then with very accurate nutrition during the day, their blood sugar started to drop and drop and drop, and they got rid of 1 pill. They say 2 pills is better than 3 pills, etc., etc. So it means a lot, of course.
Yeah.
But it requires personal desire, because maybe some people prefer to eat cake and take a tablet.
I know. Exactly. Everything has so much choices now and available. That's true. It's hard work. In old days, in old days, mothers stayed home and cooked for their family.
Right.
And I used to think mothers are the best doctors. They have preventive measures. They know about you.
Exactly.
So much, so there's not much. But now, like, people don't have time. But you also have a book, right, Irina? Did you write a book about the...
Oh, yeah. I was, currently gaining the information about this for 20 years, because everything was already in my head.
Yeah.
All this transformation to eating in Siberia. Of course, we were eating heavy salads, heavy food.
Yeah.
But later, I lived in Israel, and Israel Mediterranean place, and Mediterranean diet is very good diet. Lots of fish, olives, and all vegetables, and meat and olive oil. So it is much better than
Siberia.
other culture. Oh yes.
So Irina, you made such a beautiful pancake as a vegetarian.
I expect a very good topping you make for us, so it will be something.
Yes.
Something.
So now I'm going to make
is the point.
something that complements your dish.
Wow.
And this can be for breakfast or snacks or, just for fun, whenever you want.
Ooh.
The thing that I'm going to make today is called sikarni in Nepali language. And it's very, very traditional and very typical special dish that usually people make it for a special occasion like weddings and birthdays. And it is made out of yogurt. In Nepal, we make yogurt from scratch also, just like usually at home. This is the kind of dish.
It's wood.
It's wood.
I was thinking
so
that
it's
it is
very pure. It's like organic.
Nice.
It's a wood. So what happens is,
how to make it,
every household in Nepal would have something like this.
Okay.
And they would pour the milk here. They would have some bacteria that's that makes yogurt.
Yes,
and those bacteria, actually, if you don't have those, like very, very first time, how the, yogurt.
Yes.
So there's a lot of theories behind it, and some people say it started in India, other people say it started in Iran or Turkey, whatever. But I think it's a nature. So if you don't have the very first yogurt, I've learned that you can do it with lime juice.
Okay.
So if you boil milk and make it like a lukewarm and add 2 spoons of lime juice in it and let it sit for overnight, that's how the seed of the yogurt starts.
Wonderful.
But of course nowadays you can find yogurt in supermarket.
Yeah.
So if you don't have the yogurt and you're getting from the supermarket, plain yogurt like this, usually what you do is you pour this plain yogurt in a cotton cloth like this.
We made something like this with not cottage cheese, but farmer cheese. We made farmer cheese in back days. Yes.
Exactly. Yeah, probably. But so in Nepal, so for the sikarni, you want very, very thick yogurt. And I realized that the Greek yogurt is actually that.
Yes.
But
Greek yogurt,
I just wanted to show you that this is how I made sikarni in home, by pouring this yogurt.
It's almost like cheese.
It is.
Like mozzarella.
Look at this. Exactly. It is so thick and creamy. Look at this.
It's amazing.
So this is This is, so I put,
Let me grab here to try.
yeah, try it. It's very, very smooth and very tasty. So it's just,
Very smooth.
It's
smoother than Greek yogurt.
exactly. I just wanted to mention that in traditionally,
Yes.
this is how you do it. You actually pour this yogurt in the thin,
In the days.
this is special cloth, thin cloth, and then you let it sit for overnight. All
Yeah.
the water from the yogurt, for sikarni you want to use this. And for our practical purpose, we're going to use the Greek yogurt. This is pretty much similar. It might not be as thick as this one, but it's pretty good.
Yeah, but Greek is
So we're just gonna have that Greek yogurt, which is a very thick yogurt.
this is
you know.
very thick.
Yeah.
Actually,
See the thickness? This is a
the
little
thickness
bit.
is amazing. Yeah.
This is as good as you can get in a market, I guess. It also have a honey. I would usually put honey, but some people don't want sugar. You
Yes.
know.
So you can
oriented.
use agave syrup.
Yeah.
If you to avoid honey, use agave syrup.
Agave
Because
syrup.
It is a very natural substitute.
Right. So those are like I would consider this like an old time ice cream for us.
Ooh.
There's a lot of options.
Okay.
You can add honey, or you can add also like zaggery. Do you know this? So this is also sugar.
Brown sugar?
It's before the brown sugar. This is the first phase of getting sugar from sugar cane, and it has a lot of minerals. And so this is also very healthy. We need.
So you add
This
this
is-
and this or no?
You can add this and that, but because it's
Oh,
already
you
have
already
the,
have it, I
you
guess.
already have the
Oh,
honey.
got it,
So
yeah.
we don't want to add.
Lots of learning from Irina today.
I'm glad. And so, do you know what this is, Irina?
Pumpkin seeds.
No.
No? Well, what it is?
This is called. See this here.
Pistachio?
It has the no.
No.
This is
Ah.
actually a cardamom.
Uh-huh.
So-
I've never seen it in this.
So yeah, so the cardamom is very important for this dish that we make. And some people also like cinnamon,
Yeah.
cinnamon powder.
Oh, yeah.
But for me, for this particular dish, I prefer cardamom only.
I never used it. Let me learn and try. Yeah.
Cardamom?
I never.
It has
I
a
do have it for some, but not for sweet.
smell this.
Yeah, it's amazing.
It's very, very nice, aromatic. Have you
Oh, it's very good.
very aromatic.
But you can buy it also in the store.
You can buy this in an
Okay,
Indian
good.
grocery store. I buy it just like this in an Indian
Oh,
store.
maybe I'll do the same because
And this is also
it's
optional.
spicy.
Remember, some people like
Yeah,
the
but-
stronger taste of it, and others don't. So
Yeah,
it's
but
very you can
you
play
don't
with
want
it.
to-
So I think this much is good for this this amount.
Nice. Oh my goodness! I
Yeah,
never.
it smells so good.
Oh.
So I kind of crush it in the mortar like this. I like a little bit of
A little bit,
texture.
yes,
yeah.
yes.
So it gives you a little bit of texture,
Yeah,
and
yeah,
you know
yeah,
when
it's
you're
nice,
eating,
yeah.
it just comes out very nicely.
Absolutely, yes.
It-
I think we need to come, especially when we talk about spices. It is definitely much better way than put it in from the ready one. Yes.
Yeah.
Because it
the
brings all
smell-
aroma
Yeah,
right away, and
see?
it doesn't. And it does. Oh.
So I'm
You
just
can't
gonna
say
add
better.
this little bit here.
That's not a little bit. It's about maybe 1 teaspoon.
Yeah. I have. Do you know what this is? Saffron.
Saffron, probably, as I see.
Yeah.
This is something very expensive, as I know, right?
I did not know it's expensive. It's very common in Nepal. My mom's grandmother would have so much saffron, and she would always say, "I never knew it's so expensive."
It is very expensive spice.
So it smells this. So saffron, I don't need to crush saffron.
Ah, okay,
So what
okay.
we need to do is I use this milk, coconut and almond milk. But you can, this is also optional. You can use water, you can use a little bit of other milk, whatever
Got
milk.
it.
But I just soak this saffron in this creamer, and it just gives you like a coconut, almond and the saffron's taste, See? This started getting yellow. Did you see that?
Oh, it is so beautiful.
Isn't this magic?
So it's not about this creamer. It's if you add water, it will be the same yellow.
Still same yellow. The this creamer will give you slightly varieties of yellow. Like if you just the water, it will be maybe lighter yellow, you know. You just keep it for like 5-10 minutes. And then in the meantime, you kind of think, what else do you want to add? You can pretty much just the simple sikarni is just add this in this and that's it. But if you want to make a fancy, again, it's like an ice cream. We have all the nuts. So what I have is cashews.
Beautiful mix.
Cashews, raisin, and pistachio. Who would not like those nuts, right?
Everyone.
You can also add fruits like cherries.
Berries, yes.
And then we can cut some fruits like pomegranate.
May I help you?
Yes, please.
Okay. How you want them? Like tiny pieces?
Just a small pieces, just like this, or even smaller than that, if you want.
It's good mango.
This is very nice. Mango is the king of the fruit, they say. You love mango?
Don't say more. Oh, yes.
Yeah.
But you see, it is a little bit high GI, so I don't eat it much. But sometimes I definitely eat, of course. It's so delicious.
I can cut this one here, small piece.
Oh, good. Delicious. Oh, but look at this flesh.
I will show you the trick to, if ever you have to cut pomegranate.
I would love to.
First, I always wash.
Yes.
See how this, what do you call that, this tip of the pomegranate? Never cut like this.
Never? This is what I always do.
I mean, I know, that makes it difficult. If you want to cut pomegranate, make it easy to get it, you cut like this one.
My goodness, you're
this is
revealing the new work for me. I know. I always do that. I even never thought about this.
It's really, there's some little tricks, you know, that comes with the experience.
Wow.
So if you cut like this, you open like that, so it will be very easy for us to get this out.
Oh.
Now you just basically take this and look. Just slowly you do it, and then it's much easier to get this.
You don't want to cut it like this.
You could cut like this too. Getting the seed out is, see?
Ooh, beautiful.
It's so easy. Look at this now.
So beautiful.
So this goes very well with the sikarni. For the cherry, you cut like this. Is also a little challenge because it has a pit in there.
Right.
So you just kind of cut. Oh,
this is lots of work.
This is.
I have this device which just takes the seed outside. So cutting fruits is a lot of work, especially when they have pits, like small pits like that. So basically, you just cut in a small piece. We had this very thick yogurt, and we had the cardamom powder here, and then now is the time that we add the saffron with the almond and coconut cream. But now we mix it, okay? So this is the basic of sikarni. So see, this is a little bit of less thick than the traditional one, as you can see. Yeah.
See, traditional one is much thicker.
Right.
So it's almost like a cream cheese.
Yes, yes.
This is a little bit less. So I'm just going to add this one too. So this is basically the base of the sikarni. Now, those are the toppings.
So you do not put it inside?
Well, you could, but I like to give people a choice. So what I give you is, I give you the dish like this. And then you make your own choices and live with it. So what I do is I put it here in my dishes. Okay.
Wow.
And then you can add your toppings as you like, you know.
Fantastic. Can I add all of them?
You can, or you can just add some. So for me, this is kind of like, depends upon my mood. I can leave that for a while, and so I just kind of like the nuts.
Yeah, I'd like to add nuts also. And I'd like the
mango. I know, I could see that you like the mango.
And cherries.
Okay, cherries. All right, so for me, I just like the nuts. This is sikarni that can perfectly go with your pancakes.
Yeah,
and so let's try how it tastes. Are you
ready?
ready?
I can't wait. I just can't wait. Woo.
I
Let me
know.
just-
You could just eat just like this too,
Okay.
you know, if you want to try just a little
Let
bit how
me
it
try.
tastes. And then, what do you think?
My goodness.
This is good?
I need to take your recipe. It's amazing.
Is it good?
You know what? I think you are right
Mm-hmm.
that you didn't put many toppings because by itself, just without,
By itself, the base is itself is good.
because so many flavors are going.
Mm-hmm.
I cannot even understand, but it is so flavorful. Oh,
It is very, very,
oh,
very tasty.
Mm,
And remember, I didn't.
amazing. You brought this, and what is this? Is this?
So I told you that how people make yogurt in Nepal. So this is usually where you have a yogurt. And
Oh.
from yogurt, you put this. This is like a stir.
Got it.
You put it this, and then you turn that yogurt to make butter.
It's lots
So
of,
this is actually
lots
just
of
a
work.
lot of work. Everything we make from scratch, and it tastes so good.
Oh,
This is
so everything-
yogurt,
oh.
butter, and honey.
So the natural ingredients, you know, it is just from the cow. You take it, so the milk is so whole and right.
I'm so fascinated with the milk. You know, after mother's milk, cow milk. That's why in Nepal, cow is so preserved and respected.
All babies like
Yes.
the mom's milk.
Mom's milk, exactly. And then if you, after the mom's milk, they start cow's milk,
Aw.
and yeah, and then from milk you can make
amazing.
yogurt.
It's
Yeah, and you have a book you want to talk about.
That's
Dr.
it.
Irina, that's doing the very important work. I think this is
I'm
important.
very shy. Thank you so much. You're so kind. And actually, Taste of Thoughts, it's my even brand name, but it was. Now I'm writing the book Taste of Change, and maybe something else. So yes, you'll find more information on the website weightdestiny.com. You'll find recipes. So welcome, welcome, welcome. Facts about chocolate and fruit and vegetables and healthy food.
Yeah, so in next book you will have this, right? Taste of Change, this item.
Maybe we'll start a new stream, Taste of Change for vegetarian people.
Yes, I can do that, no problem. Yes.
Okay. Thank you so
Alright.
much, guys,
Thank you
for
so
recording
much.
us, and come back to Aruna's shows and to my shows, and find information on ActonTV.org.
Yes, if you have any questions, culturenepal.actontv@gmail.com, and you have all.
Weightdestiny@yahoo.com. Yes.
Okay, all right. Thank you for watching.
Thank you
Hope
for watching.
enjoy. We hope you enjoyed international cuisine on Culture Nepal today. See you next time.